the center of the gaming universe.
Today on X-Play, we review Pirates of the Burning Seas and tell you if this MMO should walk the plank. Plus, we go on location for a look at the world's most realistic racing game, Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Call your guild. Gaming expert Mr. Sark is set to unleash a challenge for all of you Warcraft veterans. Brace yourself. It's game time.
Hello and welcome to X-Play, the center of the gaming universe. I'm Adam Sessler.
And I'm Morgan Webb. We're coming to you from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles on Thursday, January 24th.
All right, on today's show, we go on location with a game that's the closest thing to racing without having to risk your life. You'll get in the driver's seat for a look at Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Plus, our wishes for a realistic pirate MMORPG have now come true. The question only remains if it's any good. Well, we'll find out in our review of Pirates of the Burning Seas.
Then we put your skills to the test in Mr. Sark's latest challenge. Our crafty gaming expert is ready to put you through the paces in World of Warcraft. And we head to the Big Apple and go on location for a look at Chaos Studios' Frontlines Fuel of War. But first, let's go over to Adam for the latest headlines in our gaming update.
Thank you, Morgan. Well, it's officially safe to grab that $5 bill from your wallet to place a reserve on Grand Theft Auto 4. The game's international release date of April 29, 2008 was announced today by publisher Rockstar Games. Now, in terms of development, this highly anticipated sandbox sequel is already said to be, quote, virtually complete. The retail version of the game will hit store shelves for both the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 once again on April 29th. Yay! Ubisoft's recent financial statements revealed that Free Radical's first-person shooter Haze has been delayed again. The game was originally planned to be released last December, only to be delayed until March of this year. Now the game is expected to be released within Ubisoft's 2008 fiscal year, which means that the actual release date could be anywhere between April 1st, 2008 and March 31st, 2009. That's a nice cushion right there. While there have been rumors in the past of a multi-platform release, a quick visit to the game's official website will show you that Haze is currently still a PlayStation 3 exclusive. Now, THQ has announced the termination of its Juiced and Stuntman racing franchises. The latest entry into the Stuntman series, Stuntman Ignition, was released late last year and gave gamers a chance to tear their way through the sets of fictional action movies. Now, apparently the game's sale numbers underperformed at retail, and the series is now discontinued. Juiced 2 would have been a multi-platform release while introducing a new stat tracking and drifting component to the racing series. Now, earlier this week, we also reported on a rumor regarding Frontline's Fuel of War. Well, THQ has since confirmed the cancellation of the PlayStation 3 version of the game. Now, the PC and Xbox 360 versions will still be available on February 25th. Now, new rumors claim God of War 3 won't be released until Christmas 2009. While details regarding the game's production have yet to be confirmed, the game is rumored to take advantage of the 6-axis controller's functionality, have rumble support, and when finished, should be playable in 1080p. God of War 2 hit store shelves back in March of 2007 and was obviously a major success for everyone involved with the game. In the meantime, we'll continue following the story and report any new details as they develop. Well, that's all for today's gaming update. Be sure to visit us on the web at g4tv.com/xplay to continue getting all of today's up-to-the-minute video game news. But now, let's go over to Morgan.
Coming up on X-Play, Mr. Sark returns with an all-new gamer challenge. Get ready to catch Azeroth's Most Wanted. And later, we go on location to engage in battle and get a peek at Frontline's Fuel of War. Plus, we do a parade lap with Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Don't miss it.
G4 is like a freaky unicorn that keeps you up to speed on all the games, gadgets, and TV shows you need to hear about. Pretty much.
Welcome back to X-Play. Now, recently we asked you to brave a diabolical course created by our own gaming master, Mr. Sark. Using Halo 3's Forge features, he whipped up a race that's like Mario Kart on PCP. We've watched all of the entries, nearly drowned in friend requests, and finally found out who's the best of the best. So here are the 3 gamers who scored the best times. Last week's viewer challenge was a Halo 3 mongoose race called Sark Kart. Well, there's been thrills, and there's been spills. But the dust has cleared, and we have our winners. Honorable mention goes to Speed of Chucky for doing the whole course in reverse while wearing Juicy Couture. This is my kind of crazy. In 3rd place, General IR. In 2nd place, TAC Drew. And in 1st place with a last-minute submission of 1:10:27 is Infamous X. What set these top fronts apart wasn't a fluke explosion or a tricky route, it was just clean lines. Infamous X managed to keep his speed up through the blockades, got through the Temple of Doom unscathed, and didn't get rolled by the landmines in the flats. Gentlemen, your Jinx t-shirts are on their way, as are countless friend requests and never-ending game advice. Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our winners. Now, if that race was not hard enough for you, we've got more. Grab your Federal Marshal's badge and dust off your best Tommy Lee Jones impression. Mr. Sark is back with another gamer challenge that will have you in pursuit of one of the country's most wanted gnomes.
Hey, X-Players. Mr. Sark here in X-Play's Game Lab, my home away from home. Remember The Fugitive? Harrison Ford, Tommy Lee Jones, some one-armed dude? You remember. Well, for this week's challenge, we'll be reenacting The Fugitive in World of Warcraft. You'll be playing rookie fantasy cops, and you'll be in pursuit of Dr. Richard Thimble. Here's what we know.
On Monday, January 28th, between 5 and 10 p.m. Pacific,
Dr. Thimble will be somewhere in Stormwind Castle. Now here are your orders. Create a level 1 human character on the Nazjatar PvP server. Get to Stormwind and start your hard target search of every hen house, outhouse, dog house. I would just search all the houses. The first player to corner the good doctor wins. Your fugitive's name is Doc Thimble. Go get him.
All right, Mr. Sark, welcome back. So just to be clear, anybody can participate in this challenge. You don't have to be a subscriber to World of Warcraft.
That's right. You can sign up for the free trial and compete in this challenge if you're not currently chasing the Warcraft dragon. And who knows, you might get hooked.
But be careful. You know, World of Warcraft is more addictive than smoking cigarettes and crack and hitting yourself with things. Anyway, Mr. Sark, thank you so much for stopping by. And now let's take it back over to Morgan.
Thanks, Adam. There are a ton of video games out there, and it's virtually impossible to play them all. But just think about the narrative you're missing. Well, this is where X-Play picks up the slack, and we do it in tiny, minute-sized morsels. So here's our game in 60 seconds for Def Jam Icon.
Arden Street. Kids need hero.
Curtis Carver.
Found you. The new hero. Enter mystic realm of urban minstrels, the club. Okay. Curtis Carver likes your stuff.
I like how you kept it gangster.
Things are good. Beat this. Hit that. You're rising quick.
Cool.
Old Flame.
I'm now going by platinum.
Newsflash. White senator supports rap.
Free expression.
Back to start. Carver sees conspiracy. Crooked cop. Frame.
Oh, look at here.
Escape. Your face. Full of holes. Realize female exploitation in rap lyrics might be justified. Method rescues.
I got it all on tape, B.
Crazy Asian doctor from Blade Runner fixed you good.
Good news, you're breathing.
I guess. Omniscient franchise ruler Russell Simmons pays bill.
I held you down best I could.
Showdown.
What the hell is this?
Platinum, sorry.
Oh, well.
Bad cop, dead cop.
Clouds part.
Game over. That voice.
Find out who this new player is. You got it, Senator.
The senator. Conspiracy. Next time.
When X-Play returns, we go on location to check out Frontline's Fuel of War. And then, buckle up. We also take a spin with Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. But first, let's take a look at who has the fastest time trials in Forza 2 Motorsport in today's leaderboard.
Hands.
If you
When should we expect to see downloadable content made available for Mass Effect on Xbox Live?
Welcome back to X-Play, and thank you for your question, Steve. This is a question I have myself.
We actually haven't gotten any official news yet.
Yes, it was implied quite heavily that there would be downloadable content, but nothing really more has been said. Now, granted, the game's been out, I don't know, a little bit, around 2 months, so it might be a little bit premature to start expecting stuff now, but I think it's safe to say this stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if he's played the entire game through with multiple characters.
Exactly.
And I'm guessing that he probably has. But if that answer isn't good enough, why not play another RPG? Let's take a look at today's X list, which runs down the best-selling role-playing games in stores now.
Coming in at number 5 is Final Fantasy XI, Wings of the Goddess. Believe it or not, people are still playing this MMO and its numerous expansions. Number 4 is Hellgate London, which made big promises and sadly didn't really deliver.
Right above that is EverQuest 2, Rise of Kunark, which continues to consume gamers and, of course, end relationships. And number 2 is The Witcher, which proves that risque material can lead to sales.
And at number 1, we have the subject of our video viewer mail, Mass Effect. With sales still going strong, it's no wonder gamers are demanding some kind of downloadable content.
But now it's time to get serious. Sophie's Choice serious. As we all know, a huge war based on oil is inevitable or already happening or whatever, but in order to prepare for this coming apocalypse, we went on location with Chaos Studios to take a look at their new shooter, Frontline's Fuel of War.
Welcome to New York City, home of Chaos Studios. I'm here to show you our new game, Frontline's Fuel of War. Frontline's Fuel War is an infantry and vehicle-based, open-world first-person shooter, and it's set 20 years in the near future amidst this economic and energy crisis.
I'd say the main goal of Frontlines was to have a fast-paced, next-generation, modern military experience that was all about player choice. Go anywhere, do anything, big multiplayer battles, single player that was non-linearity, all in one package.
Chaos achieved epic battles and non-linear gameplay by drawing a line in the sand. A front line.
You've got a front, and you've got a couple of key objectives you can take. And taking those objectives moves that front more into enemy territory.
So after this front line moves forward, you have new territory, you have new toys to play with, you have vehicles, weapons, and they're strewn all about. It works great for single player, it works great for multiplayer. Multiplayer is more like a tug of war, bring the front line back and forth.
We need to take that objective back.
And while you're slugging it out in multiplayer on dedicated servers with over 30 other gamers, Chaos has given you the ability to choose your own role in the battle.
The role system is pretty unique in the game. We really wanted to break it out where, okay, let's rethink what the real purpose is of having a role, for example, on a field.
You have these 4 unique roles. You have ground support, you have the EMP tech, you have the drone tech, and you have the air support. Combine that with any loadout, and you know the player can choose how they want to play the game. When we first started making the game, one that shined really bright is the drone tech. The drones are really cool. For instance, this little RC car, and you can get on, if you can get that under a tank, you can blow that tank up in just one shot, click. We thought that the drone tech would be the big hit, but then people see the air support. And the air support role is, it's awesome. I mean, you can do fuel air bombs, and it just totally blows everything away. And then you have the EMP tech. What he does is, it's an electromagnetic pulse. This guy can take away the toys of all the other guys.
And with Chaos, including more than 60 vehicles in Frontline's Fuel of War, there'll be plenty of toys for you to try and take away.
I think people are really going to enjoy this thing. It's something we're really excited about.
It's It's a shame that the PS3 version of Frontlines was scrapped, but for them to announce the cancellation at such a late date, you have to wonder how far along they actually were in development. And for more on the game, be sure to tune in to X-Play tomorrow for the second part of our trip to Chaos Studios. So don't go anywhere. We're ready to drive recklessly right after this quick break.
Coming up on X-Play, we go on location for a closer look at the Ultra Real Racer Gran Turismo 5 Prologue and talk with the development team. All that and more right after this.
Welcome back to X-Play. A little over 10 years ago, Gran Turismo debuted to the oohs and ahs of the video game community. Now, here we are a decade later, and not really much has changed, except for the fact that the Dodge Viper is no longer cool. Gran Turismo 5 Prologue is about to get the green flag, and we went on location to get under the hood of this ultra-realistic racer. Even though previous Gran Turismo games have been among the best-selling titles on their platform, Polyphony Digital hasn't been resting on its laurels. While other racing series have come and gone, Gran Turismo has continually refined everything from graphics to gameplay over the years. But what really makes the GT series special is its choice of cars.
There are many aspects we view. Could be the exterior, could be the interior, or the performance and power. But at the end of the day, what we look for is, number one, the feeling as you walk up to it. As you do, you feel the aura, you feel the soul behind how it was built.
As usual, Gran Turismo selects the best cars from SEMA to feature in their upcoming titles.
We have 5 categories: Best Domestic, Best Hot Rod, Best Truck or SUV, Best European Car, and Best Japanese Car.
The winners in each category have the choice of being featured in the next Gran Turismo game. The 2007 HPA Motorsport Audi TT was awarded Best in Show, and we can't wait to get behind the wheel. Though with a grand total of 37 vehicles to choose from, there's no shortage of cars to get your motor running.
We're very excited. It's great to have them on board. All in all, it's a great experience.
GT5 also includes totally revamped AI and online features, not to mention stunningly lifelike graphics. We'll have a full review when Gran Turismo 5 Prologue revs up later this year.
For our memory-impaired viewers,
today, but we'll be back tomorrow and every weeknight at 8 p.m. On our next show, we head back to the front lines for part 2 of our visit to Chaos Studios for a look at Frontline's Fuel of War.
Then we'll go hands-on for a demo of Sins of a Solar Empire, the new RTS that is the first chapter in an epic trilogy. And if that isn't enough for you, we'll review Universe at War Earth Assault, another promising real-time strategy game.
And further down the road, we've got all the coverage of the Game Developers Conference that you could ever want.
Yeah, X-Play will be on site to get you every detail on the latest innovations at gaming's first big event of the year.
We're going to have exclusive interviews, breaking news, and all the highlights of the keynote.
So if you want to know anything about GDC, tune in to X-Play starting February 18th, and that is only on G4. I hope you knew that.
I think we told them. Thank you so much for watching. We're looking forward to GDC, and we'll see you tomorrow.